Namjoon Paik, the father of video art. Skin has become inadequate in interfacing with reality. Technology has become the body's new membrane of existence. Namjoon Paik was born in 1932 in Seoul, South Korea, and he died in 2006 in Miami, Florida. He is the pioneer of video art and is known for integrating television and video into his art. He had these forward-thinking ideas on how video media would impact the future of humanity, and he was often right about that. As you will see, communication is a common motif throughout his works. He also emphasized the democratization of art through the use of TV. As stated before, Namjoon was born in Seoul, South Korea, and started as a classical pianist, actually. His family fled to Japan during the Korean War, and he graduated from University of Tokyo in 1956 with a BA in aesthetics. From there, he went to West Germany in 1957 to pursue music, where he met avant-garde musician John Cage. It is then that he started to transition from music to experimental multimedia art. He also joined the Fluxus movement in the early 60s, which was an art movement focused on the process of creating art rather than the art itself. In 1963, he had his first exhibition called Exposition of Music, Electronic Television at Galerie Parnasse in Wuppertal, Germany. Here is where we see his transition to the new art form, television as a medium. At this exposition, you could see televisions littered throughout the floor, broken furniture, broken TVs, and even a performance where a piano would be played and then subsequently smashed to pieces.
And I brought TV set to gallery, and it got broken, and only one on this shape was not interesting. I said, oh, I would not show. Then I said, oh, maybe I turn around here, like that. And then I put title Zen for TV.
He also was interested in the ways that you could interact with technology in unconventional matters, such as in Cuba TV. In 1963, he briefly returned to Tokyo, where he picked up the Sony Portapak, the first commercially available portable videotape recorder. He worked with television technician Shuya Abe and the concept of humanizing technology. After this, he relocated permanently to New York City, marking his mature period. It is also around this time that he met his future wife, Shigeko Kubota, Japanese sculptor and fellow Fluxus follower.
Video as art. For his first art exhibition in 1963, Paik showcased a dozen manipulated TV sets. It was the start of his fascination with electronics. Paik started to play with the latest gadgets and was one of the first artists to use TV and video. He built TV robots, TV walls, made his own synthesizer, and broadcasted live events.
Good evening, Tamara.
Hello, everybody. This is my friend, Misha.
His groundbreaking work showed the possibilities of videos in art and paved the way for future artists.
I do have a master's degree in cello, but I met Namjoon Paik. Paik made the first new cello since 1600.
As you saw, he did a lot of work with avant-garde cellist Charlotte Moorman. Bringing back this concept of humanizing technology, there was an emphasis of his blending of mediums and experience. Not only did he have the TV cello, but there's also a TV bra for living sculpture. By using TV as bra, the most intimate belonging of a human being, we will demonstrate the human use of technology and also stimulate viewers, not for something mean, but stimulate their fantasy to look for the new, imaginative, and humanistic ways of using our technology. Namjoon Paik was also very influenced by Buddhism and Zen practices. His work was described as koan-like, paradox or riddle used in Zen Buddhism to demonstrate the inadequacy of logical reasoning and to provoke enlightenment. Here you can see TV Buddha, pictured below, a famous work created with CCTV and a Buddha statue.
Climate crisis. In 1980, Paik wrote an essay called How to Make Oil Obsolete. He wrote that someday brain power must prevail over oil power, which would indicate ecological well-being. For Paik, technology and nature were connected and needed to exist in harmony. Illustrating this idea, Paik created TV Garden, where he placed TV sets among tropical plants. Many people had thought that television is against ecology, but in this case, television is part of ecology.
When it comes to technology and nature, Namjoon Paik believed in the intersectionality of the two. He emphasized their harmony. He saw TV and technology as part of ecology rather than against it. This brings it back to this idea of Buddhism as everything is connected. It also emphasized this idea of information and art over consumption. His installment TV Garden has been recreated many times to emphasize this idea. Namjoon would continue this idea of using TV as art, and you can see his works depicted where he used them in human forms and also bigger and more ambitious structures. Some of his more famous works include Video Flag Z, which depicted an American flag made up of TV screens, and Internet Dream.
Global media. In 1973, Paik predicted global satellite TV. In his video broadcast artwork, Global Groove, he announced,
"This is a glimpse of a video landscape of tomorrow, when you will be able to switch to any TV station on the earth."
This was an ambitious goal, but Paik hoped that mass media could help unite the globe. Years later, his final video broadcast, Wrap Around the World, was aired to 50 million viewers in 10 countries, from the United States to Japan.
When talking about Namjoon Paik, it's also important to talk about futurism and globalism. Namjoon predicted many things about our future, including internet, video calling, smartphones, and social media. He believed that cameras in everyone's hands equaled the democratization of information and broadcast entertainment. He coined the term electronic superhighway, describing how the globe will be connected electronically and simultaneously via satellite, cable, etc. He used this concept in a lot of his work, utilizing live feeds, international broadcasts, etc. This all connects back to humanization of technology and the Buddhist idea of everything is connected.
The Internet. In 1974, Paik proposed building a network of electronic superhighways using satellites, cables, and fiber optics to connect faraway cities. We could hold conferences between people in different locations via color video. It would become our springboard for new and surprising human endeavors. While others before him had suggested a digital network, Paik was the first to predict an internet that would be used for communication.
Honing in on one of his more notable works, Electronic Superhighway, it compared the then newly interstate highway with the internet. It saw the internet as a utopian superhighway of information where people can connect beyond geographical boundaries. It also reflects how mass media flattens each state into a stereotype and presents them to the viewer all at once. It used 336 TVs, 50 VHS players, 3,750 feet of cable, and 575 feet of neon tubing. You can see it at the Smithsonian. Post Namjoon Paik's death, there is a lot of restoration work done to his pieces. This stems from the fact that the tube TVs and the neon tubing are reaching the end of their natural lifespans. However, this is also a point of complication as there are not as many dedicated neon artists, as well as the fact that tube TVs use a lot of energy. Most of these restorative artists aim to preserve, however, some updates are made to elements such as the TVs, replacing them with LEDs. It is debated whether this still keeps the authenticity of the original work or not.